What's up, guys? It's Rich back with another quick little settings video here for you today. We just got off Delta Force on stream. The game is on open beta right now for all my PC players. So if you want to try Delta Force, all you got to do is head over to the Steam page for Delta Force and you get a chance to try it out. I definitely recommend it. It is one of my favorite, if not my favorite FPS in recent memory. This game is amazing. It has different game modes for like the Battlefield and the Battlefield and the looter shooter mode. There's two different modes in there, definitely worth trying. But if you're watching this video, you likely already know about those game modes. So this is kind of just a simple video for my settings. For those that are curious about it, the biggest thing, obviously, that I know a lot of people are curious about is my graphics. So I'll go run through that as well. Really quick, my specs, so you guys know, is a 4070, 32 gigs of DDR5, and i7 13th gen. So in my display settings, I use display adapter auto, borderless window, because I alt tab out personally and go over to my other monitors when I'm live streaming. My sharpness, I left that at default 50. You can definitely raise it if you want to, but I don't think it needs any more higher than that. VSync, turn it off for any input latency or anything like that, unless you absolutely need it on for some reason. Definitely have that off. Default FOV, I use 105. Scope magnification, I left that off. Weapon motion blur, definitely make sure you have that off. I don't know why people like motion blur. I don't understand it. To me, it just adds more clutter to the game and makes it harder to see. Reflections, medium. Texture filtering, medium. You can actually put reflections down to low if you're struggling with performance. Ambient occlusion, medium. Particles, low. That's more distraction and screen clutter. Distortion, also low, more distractions and and clutter. Scene details, I have it set to medium. Scene view distance, high, for I want to make sure everything loads in far. Rendering scale, that's just locked for me at 100. Global illumination quality, medium. Shaders, low. Textures, medium. Streaming, low, low, low. Medium for post-processing. Volumetric fog, low. And animation, low. Fog is just additional clutter on there. I really don't see any need for it. Super resolution mode, NVIDIA DLSS. I use balance. If you want a little bit more frames, you can go performance. I feel like balance is a nice place for it. Personally, for screen, this is what I'm using. I'm using show performance parameters. Most of this stuff is on default. I didn't touch any of this stuff, but show performance parameters, is what I have on in game, so I can see what my frames and my ping is on. Under game, I have these specific settings turned on and off. I use automatic airborne battle off. Personally, I don't like being able to jump off a ledge and have my character automatically grab on. The next three settings are turned off. Hit effect color, this is pretty nice that they have this customization in the game right now, so you can actually customize whenever you hit a character what you know their splatters like. For example, their blood, and so obviously it's red for blood right now, but if you have color, if you're colorblind to some certain colors, then you can actually just go ahead and specifically change that to a color that you might be able to see. So this is then system settings. A lot of these are also for the looter shooter mode. For example, value threshold for items put in the safe box first. For me personally, I'm not going to be playing the looter shooter mode, the the tactical turmoil mode, because I am going to only be playing the beta is only out for 7 days, and I played a lot of the looter shooter mode during the alpha, so I had seen no real purpose for playing it during the 7-day, but I know a lot of people are going to try it for the first time, so definitely playing your game settings and systems. Definitely some things you can change in it and make it a little bit simpler for you. For my keyboard and mouse sensitivity, I use 1000 DPI, mouse sensitivity set to 1.59, and then I use for my, this is big, I think the MDV only. I don't really like that personally. I use hip fire sensitivity set per zoom, and my 1 to 2 times is set to 0.61. Reality, it could just be set to 0.6, so I'll change that right now. I haven't really used a 2 or 3 times or anything bigger than that, so that's what I'm using. I'm using 1000 DPI again, and this is what I'm using in game for all of my sensitivity and settings. As far as my controls in combat, the only thing I rebound was my X, which is one of my abilities to my mouse button, so it lets me heal faster when I'm playing as a healer operator. So for my audio, keep in mind that I do have a mixer. So this is some really default stuff here personally for just like the push to talk and stuff. Definitely a setting I recommend trying on or off, see how it performs for you and your equipment. HRTF, this might let you hear footsteps in a more audible 360-degree positioning for where they're coming from, but definitely try that on. It might be good for some people, it might not be good. Personally, I use it on. I used it on during the alpha, and I never had any issues with it. Other than that, guys, that kind of wraps it up, man. Like I said, if this video helped you out, guys, make sure you guys drop that like. I'll be streaming a lot of Delta Force over my Twitch. I just got off streaming it for a few hours here on launch night, and it's amazing, and I'm super excited. I absolutely love this game, like I said. So I'm super excited for this week of just open beta, of seeing how many players get in there and try it out. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Again, if you did, a like. If not, a dislike would be understandable. And let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions that can help me or other players with their settings. So other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.